What's this? We appear to be being visited by extraterrestrial invaders. Fear not, my loyal subjects, for I have equipped myself with the greatest and latest in anti-extraterrestrial weaponry. Let's see now. We have the water-squirting squirt gun, we have the bright shiny light / whacking stick, and finally we have the... Oh no. Greetings to the world of the internet. I am the great Matthias Squeak and welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. It's Monsters vs. Aliens, the TV series. This is a Nickelodeon series that was spun off from a movie with the same name. As you might have guessed, it's about aliens invading and monsters being used to drive them away. This is in a line of DreamWorks movie spin-offs that made their way to television, and this seemed to be the last one to air on the television before all further DreamWorks material migrated onto the Netflix. This show is a bit of an enigma to me. Let's see, follow the chart here. Yes, bring the chart up. Penguins of Madagascar airs in 2008, at around the same time of the second Madagascar. Kung Fu Panda does the same thing in 2011. While Dragon's Riders airs somewhere between its two movies in 2012. As you can see, there's kind of a pattern to this. NBA, the movie, comes out in 2009, yet the series airs all the way down here in 2013, and there's no sequel. DreamWorks has said no way to a sequel. How does this series exist? What hole did it crawl out of? Bitter question, how does it hold up? Let's find out.
Monsters versus aliens! It's us versus them!
What the heck was that? I think my ears are bleeding. I'm not sure this even qualifies as an opening. Just skip this. Just skip this. I don't want to talk about that. We start out in Australia, not...
America, the only country UFOs ever seem to land in.
So the plot finally gets going as...
Monsters? I don't need to tell
Excuse
you
me.
how bad things got the last time aliens set foot on Earth.
Indeed,
Correct.
Mr. President. The gold...
Pacing! Please, pacing! Keeping a good pace is good, but it certainly feels like they're just trying to get the plot started by cramming the unimportant intros and out of the way. Also, what is up with Susan's face here? She looks like some kind of derp. I know animation has to take a nosedive when it is moved into a smaller screen, but she just doesn't look right. Dragons looks fine, Panda looks fine, and I'm not even going to mention the other one. Why is the last one to air the worst out of the bunch? Let's just rush over this musical interlude and go on to the UFO thing that they mentioned earlier.
These are the smallest aliens I've ever seen. Not...
I'm not sure that is funny. Let's talk about these characters now. If you've seen the movie, you'll know their names, but I'm just going to call them as they are. We have the smart one, the dumb one, and the one that hits stuff. That's about all you need to know. Their personalities have been grinded down since the movie to mere stereotypes. Yes, even Bob, the stupid one, was stupid in the movie, but he had a charm to his stupidness, much like the classic SpongeBob did. Here, he is just stupid, because he's the dumb one. Look at the background here, or practically lack thereof. Maybe it's because it's a desert, or maybe it's just plain and simple laziness. Susan touches the whatchamacallit and she shrinks.
You look different. You changed your hair.
Bob, just take a look. She's small.
That was funny.
Wait. That is the biggest alien I've ever seen.
As with that. This might not actually be so bad.
Sweet mama monger! Look at the size of that thing!
Wait, what are you doing here? I thought the show was about the other guys. What about the giant ant? Sorry, folks, but it looks like we're going to forget about that epic battle and go on to something unrelated. Who cares about the giant ant anyway? The president is annoying. I just thought I should say that. Oh, it looks like we're back to the ant.
You don't want to tussle with all this muscle.
He's the guy that hits stuff.
Tell me you got a plan, Doc.
This is alien technology, Link. It would take the brightest minds.
He's going to fix it. He is 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 going to fix it. Oh, finally, thank you. The ant is back to normal. The machine is destroyed, and Susan is still small. Now that she's small, she can finally return back to her normal life. Oh, back to the other plot. Area 50-something, yes, that's really what it's called. They're visited by another UFO. The president tries to leave, yet...
Sorry, sir. The Constitution states the president must make first contact with alien visitors.
Greeting aliens is in the Constitution?
The secret Constitution, Article 4. Been that way since Teddy Roosevelt.
I could actually believe that. I'm sorry, that joke was too fat to be funny. Either give the joke enough time to be funny or cut it out and save it for another time. There are some good jokes here like that, but with better pacing, this could be funny. We have more of the annoying president as the visitor from another planet attempts to charm his way in. Back to our heroes.
I'm supposed to be Ginormica. Ever so slightly larger than Normalica isn't going to cut it.
Why do you care? You spent the whole movie wishing to be normal again, and here you are, normal. Go home to your parents. Retire from the monster business altogether. The monsters appear, and now they can fight competently, now that they're fighting something that isn't a threat. Due to the confusion, they lose their jobs, and now wonder what they're supposed to do. Susan, you're normal. Go home already. And no, it's not over yet. With a tour of the ship, the president gets stuck and the ship goes into some kind of automatic defense mode.
Go! The president is trapped in there!
Then why are you shooting like crazy? So it's up to the monsters to save the day again.
And me, monster on the, inside.
You're not a monster anymore. Go home.
Indestructible! Good idea!
That's the dumb one. Just in case you didn't know, he's the dumb one. So they infiltrate the ship and... Wait a minute. How did you get in here? Yes, the stupid one stopped the guns, yes, but he's inside now. Looks like this guy could have just waltzed in just fine on his own. And he further demonstrates that he can navigate the traps just fine as well. I just noticed something. Bob's arms. They just look so just glued into the place on the thing, don't they? They don't look like they're part of the same entity. So we lose one monster after another to traps until it's just Susan and the alien, who further proves that once again he could have just rescued the president at any time. But, oh no, the ship is about to blow up and take half of the world with it. Whatever will we do? Just blow it up and everything is fine. Oh, and Susan is big again.
Once again, monsters save the world.
You didn't really do anything. More science mumbo-jumbo from the smart one. Susan can now alter her size for future plot conveniences. Another annoying president moment, and finally, it draws to a... or it keeps going. It's revealed that the established antagonist of the opening, the aliens, is... big shocker... evil! And he's responsible for the time-wasting doodad at the beginning in his attempt to neutralize Susan. Few problems with this plan. Your plan was to convince Earth you were a nice guy and a friend. Why did you need to go through the trouble of trying to neutralize the Susan at first at all? You had ample time to do away with her on the ship. And what is about her so dangerous anyway? She's big, yes, but the alien, I don't know his name, in the movie never really had a problem dealing with her. He had a tractor beam abduct her and knock her out. And he had a cage big enough to hold her. It's not like these aliens could do the same thing. And plus, if it's just that she's big, then the Insectosaurus would be an even bigger threat, because he's easily... Wait a minute. Where's the Insectosaurus? Yes, that guy. I know he didn't have any line of dialogue besides...
Don't scare Insectosaurus!
but that doesn't mean you should just write him off of the show for no good reason, or you were lazy, or just didn't have time. If nothing else, he should have been the main transportation, and not this jumbo plane. Regardless, the show is now over. Now, to synopsis, this show is somewhere in between. It's not really that good, but it did manage to get a chuckle out of me in a few places. I probably could stand watching if the pacing and CG was better, but I think I'll pass on watching any future episodes. So, if you enjoyed the movie and want to take a peek, I say go ahead, but don't expect that much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an alien invasion to attend to. I am the great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review.